Alright, what's good YouTube? Your boy BizZero here. Today we're gonna do a door. It's gonna be a star door. Star doors are short stories, as usual. We're gonna do Star Door 1. And this requires Julia and Mueller in your party. So make sure you bring those. As for the location of Star Door, I believe it's right in front of the Gransel Castle, so we're just gonna teleport there. Alright, it's right here. Let's do it. Bring to me the Guardian of the Royal Family and the blade that serves the Imperial House. So the Guardian of the Royal Family would probably be Julia, and then the blade that serves the Imperial House would be Mueller. Only then shall the door open. Open the door. Yes, let's do it. This is probably our first short story, so I don't know how short it is. Oh, we're gonna get up a battle, right? Most definitely, yeah. I'm surprised it's these two. I don't really see these two interact too much in the second chapter, so maybe there's something we don't know about them. I shall grant to you a memory of fragment and my blessing. Alright. No battle? Roughly 2 months after the crisis that struck Liberl came to an end, oh, we're back at the Gransel Castle. That concludes my report on all that transpired here 2 months prior. I really cannot thank you enough for your above and beyond efforts, Captain. Bringing an end to the chaos and restoring hope to its people was no easy task. You should truly be proud of yourself. Your Majesty, please. I have done nothing to deserve such praise. I would beg to differ, and it's why I want to thank you on behalf of every one of Liberl's citizen. Not only did you ensure our safety, you went from place to place aiding in the restoration as well. Now you continue to be just as busy serving as the leader of the Royal Guard. You deserve all the thanks you get. I really am proud of you, Captain Shawooms. I am honored, Your Majesty. So, this took place right after the whole Orioli incident, right? She was helping us big time with the Royal Guard and stuff. I believe I'll be able to formally present you with at least one medal for your achievements at a later date too. Haha, General Morgan seems to think a promotion is almost assured as well. I'm looking forward to seeing what the future holds in store for you. Promotion? Damn, girl. Climbing up the ranks. But, Your Majesty, I must object. The only reason this crisis was resolved at all was because of the efforts of countless people, all of whom gave their all for Liberl's sake. My contribution was but a minor part of a much greater whole. I don't feel it would be appropriate for me to be receiving medal or promotion. Captain, I agree with the countless people contributed to achieving peace that we have now. Right? Everyone who fought, who tried to protect their loved ones, and who endured the suffering they faced contributed in some way. But I believe it's clear to everyone that without the Arsail, the crisis would not have seen the conclusion that it did. And the one who commanded the Arsail was you. That is true. That is true. there was an orbital shutdown phenomena, and the only thing that was working is probably the RCL. Without the RCL, we probably wouldn't have gone up all the way onto the Shining Ring, so... Or up on the Liber Arc. To get to the Shining Ring.
Be that as it may, medals are one thing, but I couldn't possibly consider accepting a promotion. I feel as though I barely spent that much time in my current position, so assuming one with even greater responsibility would be, there's no need to be so modest. In my opinion, you accomplished much more in your current position than you seem to believe you have. Actually, Captain, I'd like to propose that you take the rest of the day off. How would you feel about that?
Okay, I think I get the idea now. So these side stories probably like actually side stories. Nothing really related to plot, right? So far that's how it feels.
May I ask why, Your Majesty? I'm not sure I'm quite understand. As I mentioned, I want to show my thanks to you for all you did, and I believe that there to be better ways to do that than formal meetings like these. You certainly deserve some rest too, given how exhausting going back and forth between military HQ and the castle practically every day must be. I've even been receiving requests from the members of the Royal Guard saying that they would like for you to take a break as well. I'm terribly sorry that you had to listen to such complaints, Your Majesty. It was certainly not my intent that you should be troubled, so... So, who was it? Lux? Leon? It could easily be both, knowing them. I'm used to them telling me as much every time they see me, but I cannot believe that they chose to bother Her Majesty with the issue. As such, I would like for you to take the remainder of the day and use it to relax. That way, you can return to your duties tomorrow feeling refreshed and ready to work for the good of this nation anew. Very well. If that is your wish, Your Majesty.
Alright, we have a day off.
I, Captain Julia Shivers of the Royal Guard, accept your proposal and shall take leave of my duties for the remaining of the day.
So what does she do on her free time?
Promotion, huh? Ordinarily, receiving one would be a cause for celebrations.
Good morning, Captain. Good morning, Captain. I hear that you've been given the rest of the day off.
That's right, yes. I'm amazed that you already know that when I was just told myself.
It's not all that amazing, really. Leon was trying to make sure everyone knew over the communications network from Lyston. I hear Echo appealed directly to Her Majesty, even.
Directly? I can't believe it. He did look like he had something he wanted to say to me the last time I saw him. What is it with them?
I still wish that we could have helped with repairing the Arsail too, though. I hear the repairs are running a little behind on schedule too. I wonder how things are going over there.
You needn't worry about the Arsail's repairs. The only reason those three are still there at the licensed fortress is that they wouldn't take no for an answer and insisted on staying. The repairs are currently being carried under Geistev, the maintenance chief from the Zeiss Central Factory. They'll be completed properly.
So those two seem to be pretty close. Leon or the other one.
Incidentally, do you know if Her Highness left already?
Yes, in fact.
Claudia left not too long ago, if you're looking for her.
Oh, okay, so I thought that was Mueller. It's not.
She's gone to inspect the royal villa. Were you not aware of this?
Your Grace, I was not. I would very much have liked to accompany her over there if I am truthful.
I suppose that comes as no surprise.
Oh, it's good to see Duke again. I mean, he was a naughty boy at first, but I think he had his ways now. He's seen the weight of the light. He got that discipline.
You always have been one to put yourself forward to escort her at every opportunity. I can't say I understand why. Simple escort jobs are well below your current rank.
I suppose so.
Still, I'm sure that she's well. She has a number of trustworthy guardsmen with her. Try not to fret over her too much.
Of course, you're right. Thank you, Your Grace.
Well, Julia is very, very uptight. Very, very uptight. And with that, we're leaving, Philip. There's work to be done. Just a moment, Your Grace. Please, try not to be too downhearted. What are you doing, Philip? I said that there is work to be done. My apologies.
Damn, son, Philip's a badass. It looks as though I missed Her Highness yet again. Still, we're both so busy with our duties that it's no wonder it's keep happening. It's incredible how much Duke Dunham's changed. Tell me about it. Apparently he's often seen in this administrative room working genuinely hard lately. He was the one who proposed paying compensation now a while back too. I always thought of him as a good-for-nothing slob, but maybe there's more to him than that. He's finally showing that he shares His Majesty's blood after all. Her Majesty's blood. You're on duty. Enough idle chatter.
My apologies, Captain.
As you are seemingly aware, I will be absent from the castle for the remainder of the day. I expect the two of you to take care of things here in my absence.
Yes, ma'am. Take care, ma'am.
I guess there is one thing Mueller and Captain Shivers has in common. They're both very uptight. Being granted a day off is all well and good in theory, but I haven't had one in so long. I haven't the faintest idea what to do with it. Should I go shopping? Perhaps do maintenance work on my equipment? Or would I be best just returning to my room and reading a book? I think you should just chill out. Yeah. You know, maybe play some video games. Relax. Do some Let's Plays. No. I need to do more than simply rest with my time. I need to use it productively. I know. Wouldn't it be nice to take a light stroll along the scenic route? I haven't done that in ages. It would be an excellent use of my time, even. Ooh, what's all the commotion here?
Is it really true that Julia is returned to the Grancel? Where is she? Where is she?
Damn, fangirls. I didn't know she has a bunch of fangirls. Oh, please, don't push. Everyone, calm down. What? What exactly is going on here? Captain! Oh no, why did you have to come now? It's dangerous here. Please retreat back inside the castle at once.
It's Julia. What?
Oh no! We're getting squeals.
The love is so powerful. It's making the whole city shatter in pieces. We're getting an earthquake. Damn, son.
It really is. Ah.
Crazy fangirls. What the devil is this?
Julia!
What? Run for your life.
Wait, Julia! Don't go!
Holy crap. Jesus Christ. Damn, woman is scary. I mean, Julia is different though. I guess we now know what the purpose of that gate in front of the Grancel Castle is for. That much is for certain. Damn chivalrous! We've locked the castle gates for the time being. You aren't hurt, are you?
No, I'm fine. What just happened?
Well, there appear to be some rather ardent fans of yours, Captain. You know, we did have a rather large number of fans letters arrive at the castle this morning. I wonder if that could be related to all of this.
Fan letters?
Apparently some magazine company put together a special feature on you yesterday. It was full of information on what you were up to on that flying city. Damn, we famous. We famous boys and girls. Well, that reminds me. A few people who claim to be from the Liberal News came here while you were away. They said that they said that they were putting together a feature to capitalize on your popularity, so they wanted to gather material for it. I guess Julia can't catch a break this time.
I think I've heard enough. I can probably fill the rest in myself. Why am I getting this kind of attention? Fan letters, magazine articles. Why am I being treated like someone special? I'm not. Not at all. First, Her Majesty praising me more than I deserve, and now this. All I really wanted to do was to protect Her Highness, that's all. That's what I wanted to do now, too. But the opportunity to actually go with her and escort her rarely seems to present itself anymore. Must I be forced to accept that this is how things will be going forward? Thank you for your time today, Archbishop.
I will conduct mass again tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Can I ask you to pass that on to Her Majesty?
It would be my pleasure.
Well, wasn't Julia like a nun, or at least like she disguised as one before, right? So she must have met the Archbishop, right?
Oh, if it isn't Julia, I wasn't expecting to find you here. Is something the matter? Oh, not at all. And good day to you, Archbishop.
It's good to see you again, Julia. I haven't seen you for some time, and you had me a little concerned.
I'm terribly sorry for worrying you. I did also like to apologize for not attending the mass at all of late.
Oh, it's no trouble. I'm well aware of how busy you are. All I'll ask of you in the busy times you face is this. No matter how busy you may become, you must never lose sight of yourself. What matters to you most is always close at hand. Wise words. Wise words.
Thank you, Archbishop. I'll take what you have said to heart.
Haha, excellent. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should really be on my way. Good day, Archbishop.
Actually, there is one way I may...
I think I skipped a little dialogue. I didn't even click that one too. I think it was automatic.
Archbishop Current, please, wait.
Current? Current. Oh, maybe she could disguise as a nun and then just sneak out. That could be it, right?
Everyone, please, move a little further from the castle gates. Please, a little more. If everyone could please remain calm.
It's Julia. She's coming out. She's coming out.
Crazy fangirls. I knew it. What a clever plan.
Oh, it's just the Archbishop and the sister.
Come now, everyone, move aside and let us pass.
Yeah, don't mind me.
Whew.
It looks like your plan ended up working, Julia.
Fortunately, yes.
I'm sorry
Oh, this is Sister. Oh, Sister Ellen, right? That's her other name when she was disguising as a sister.
I'm sorry for causing you trouble yet again.
Not to worry. You have my sympathies, even. Those seem to be some very fervent admirers back there.
They were. Question is, does he know?
Major Vandam.
What is he doing here?
I thought he had already left Liberal.
This is quite a surprise. I wasn't aware that you were also a sister of the church, Captain Shivers.
Damn, son, how did you know?
You can tell. Well...
I should be back in Arabonia, but I still have a little cleaning up after that fool to do. So I ended up having to come back here again in the end. I would have liked to take the time to go and greet you, but the chance ultimately never presented itself. Nevertheless, I'm pleased that we were able to meet again, Captain. Or is it Sister Julia now?
Major.
It appears to me that there is little point in trying to disguise your identity from this man. Perhaps you need to bother. Regardless, I have preparations to make for this afternoon's mass, so I should excuse myself. Good day to you both.
Archbishop.
So, that was the famous Archbishop Corinth, was it? Perhaps I should have taken that chance to introduce myself properly to him.
Major. I should probably explain how I ended up in this situation. You see,
Oh, I wish I could have stayed a while longer, but I really got to get going. I wish I'd have gotten a little close look at Julia, though. I thought this was finally going to be my chance. Ah, she's so dreamy.
Crazy fangirls. There they come.
they're starting to make their way back. If they find me here, I'm doomed.
Should you like, Captain? I would be happy to help you disguise yourself.
Pardon?
I can't pretend to be familiar with your situation, but I can see that you aren't comfortable with being discovered here. In these situations, your instinct may be to hide, but I believe the best thing to do is the exact opposite. It works for you. I did be happy to accompany you somewhere a little safer.
Oh, my, thank you.
Ah, Julia.
Please do, right away.
My pleasure.
There's our tactical retreat. No, you didn't. You're seeing things, woman.
Never mind. I suppose it was just my imagination. It must have it.
Well, this area seems to be empty. Will this be far enough, do you think?
It should be.
Finally rest. Damn.
Whew. I can't apologize enough for this, Major.
Oh, think nothing of it. I'm used to having to run around without being discovered. It's usually because Olivier's caused some kind of predicament.
Haha, I can see that. I'm still ashamed of what happened though. I let a simple commotion like that ruin my plans to go outside the city for my day off. I wasn't able to calm the situation at all. I wouldn't even have been able to leave the castle without resorting to the disguise.
I'm not sure if you've any reason to be blaming yourself here, Captain.
I'm afraid I must disagree. As a member of the Royal Guard, I'm utterly useless, and this isn't the first time I felt that way. During the coup de l'acte, I was powerless. I should have been able to protect Her Highness, and yet she ended up being captured and placed in danger. The same was true when Granslow was attacked by Ouroboros Tin. Not only could I not protect Her Majesty from being endangered by them, but I wasn't even able to be anywhere near her. I of all people should have been right by her side in her hour of need. How dare I learn of what happened only after the fact? I'm not fit to even serve them. I
don't think she's weak. It's just that everyone just got a lot stronger over time. Even Chloe herself. Everyone just got hella OP. They don't really need protecting.
Well, I can certainly understand your frustrations. They were both safe, were they not? Surely that is what counts above all. Much as we may wish to be, no human is omnipotent. Neither of us are any exception to that.
I understand that, or at least I want to believe that I do. But to make matters worse, I now find out that there are magazine articles about me, making me out to be some kind of great hero. There's even the talk of me being promoted. I don't even feel like I've done my job in a way that's worthy of praise. Never mind anything to deserve being even a higher position. No. None of that is what bothers me most. If people want to give me greater praise than I deserve, let them. And receiving a promotion isn't in itself a cause to be unhappy, more the opposite. On paper at least. But in reality, it will result in me becoming busier because of my new duties, which will result in me ending up even further away from Her Highness than I am now. I'm a little envious of you, to tell the truth, Major. You've always able to go and escort Prince Olivert, like it's the most natural thing in the world. Maybe you weren't always Maybe you weren't always by his side, but you were when he needed you the most. You did more than escort him, too. You were able to help and aid him in ways beyond the call of duty. By comparison, I can't seem to be able to help Her Highness at all. I can't even lend her a ear when she plagued with worry. When she was agonizing over whether to assume her position as crown princess, I couldn't do a single thing for her.
I feel somewhat reluctant to give my opinion here, as I can hardly pretend to be well versed in your situation. But from where I stand, your position seemed the more fortunate one here.
How so? What exactly do you mean, Major?
I didn't mean to offend you, so I apologize if I did. But protecting that fool was a task that was thrust upon me the moment I was born. Between us, I find myself envious of your natural loyalty to the ones you serve.
Oh. So he was ordered to serve, to protect Olivier. No wonder he has some attitude issues with him. You're good friends, so.
The moment you were born. Oh right, you're a Vander.
And we're a military family who traditionally served the imperial family. Yes.
What's a so Vanders are like protectors, right? Like some sort of retainers, I think.
My luck for anything less than a heretic life ran out the second I was given it, I fear.
That certainly is a great responsibility to be destined to fulfill. Especially when you're chosen to protect Prince Oliver of all people.
Quite so. Still, my point stands. I do believe that it's a happy, fortunate thing to be able to serve and devote yourself to those you genuinely care for. I may hardly be an expert on the subject, seeing as Her Highness is much less of a handful, but am I wrong?
No, I see your point. Perhaps I should see being able to sit and worry about something like this as a luxury. Although whether someone who isn't able to defend Her Highness can really be called a member of the Royal Guard is another issue entirely.
Captain, if you didn't I would be happy to teach you the good way to clear your head.
Alright, show me the trick.
To clear my head, you say?
Indeed, so. I would like you to keep this off the record.
Hey, do we not get to know what happens? Okay. Ah, of course, a battle.
This will be one round duel. Both arts and items may be used.
So this was what you had in mind. I can't say I feel especially confident about my chances of defeating a warrior of the famed Vander family, but I'll certainly try.
Okay, so Vander is a family.
Huh, there's no need to be so modest. Well, Captain, let us begin.
Okay. I'll show you what's good. Let's try that.
My soul and sword are as one. Righteous witness.
Damn, so he's already using his S-craft. Well, it's good that I dodged that. Lost Mobius.
No way.
Wow, he has Impede? Okay. Ragnablast. I guess I can make him waste CP, right? Here we go. That doesn't do a lot of damage though. I don't have the formation move. Yeah, I don't have the triangle formation yet. 300 damage, okay. Taking that this turn.
For the sake of my master. Get ready.
Alright, that animation looks sweet there. Damn, Blade Dancer. So much damage. Am I dead? They have 2 Tira bombs. Hound Gale, okay. I think I should be saving my EP, right? Unless I'm lucky with my CO, I don't think it's a good idea to use that. I really should be saving my EP. He's doing much more damage than me though. Alright. Can probably take one more move of that. If he does it twice. Wow, this is danger zone. Alright. We had to use this. Now I just have to hope that he doesn't attack twice. I think my strategy here is to have 100 CP. Probably not gonna do a lot of damage though. We're almost there. It's good that he's not impeding me. I can take this turn.
For the sake of my master. Get ready.
Alright, 2000. Blade Dancer, and then another one. Yep. I can probably heal like 3 more times at most. Or 2. Yeah, 2. 4,000. Okay. So I'm not gonna waste any more CP. EP, I mean. Hound Gale twice, damn. Alright. It's the last heal. Or the last hero. You can still do a tier. Just attack though. There we go. Gintira.
For the sake of my master. Get ready.
Can we even win?
My soul and sword are as one! Righteous witness!
Are we supposed to win this? I don't know. $5,000. Okay. This is really, really bad. We're out of stuff now. Except for maybe this. 800, yeah, that's not enough. And I'm dead.
This is bad.
Okay, we weren't supposed to win that. Or maybe we could. We were very close though. I knew that you would be formidable, but not quite like this. I might redo the battle at a later video if there's an extra scene here. But I felt like there probably is an extra scene if you win against this guy. I knew you would be okay, not quite like this. Yeah, Van Damme, damn. Yeah, this guy's strong. No joke.
Captain, may I ask you something? What did you lose by being defeated?
I'm not sure I understand.
The easiest way to determine the true worth of something is to imagine how things would be if you were to lose it. When you do that, you start to see things for how they really are beyond simple logic. Imagine you were to vanish from the world, and yet you still possess the ability to think. Would there be anything left lingering on your mind? Anything that worried you? Something that you wish you could do? If so, that is what you should do most.
Those are excellent questions, Major. Your Highness, I think I finally know what to do. I cannot thank you enough. Thanks to you, I finally see the path I ought to take. I'll be sure to take all you taught me today to heart.
You don't need to assume that I thought of any of what I've said or done today myself. I often would cross swords with my uncle to clear away frustrations from having to deal with my own insufferable charge. Well, that's probably about time I thought about returning to Erebonia. As much as I hate to admit it, I feel a hint of concern for his well-being.
Only a hint? Please give my regard to the prince when you see him, then.
I shall. And give mine to Princess
Claudia, right? That's her real name. Not Chloe. Well, Chloe, we kept calling her Chloe because it's her other name, right? Very interesting stuff here. Didn't know these two would mesh well together. I guess that's the difference between the second chapter and the third, right? The third brings together more character interaction for side characters that we don't see much interaction in before. It's pretty neat stuff. It was at that moment that I made a decision in my heart, okay. I would do what I could to support Her Highness, this nation's future queen, okay. But to that end, I also resolved to accept whatever promotions I received. No doubt that the future I move up the ranks, the more my chance to actually meet with her would decrease. But even if we can't meet in person, even if I have to do it from afar, I want to be able to support her. Perhaps this decision is a selfish one, but I do hope that you can forgive me for making it, Your Highness. Is she denying her promotion or whatever?
I feel somewhat reluctant to disturb Her Majesty while she's busy working, but... Is that you, Julia?
Damn, Chloe.
Screech!
Your Highness, Sieg? How come you're back here already? Oh, did you think that I was still over at the villa? I was expected to be there too, but there weren't many people there today, so I was able to leave earlier than expected. I see. I'm just as surprised to see you here, actually. I thought that you'd been given a day off today. Oh, you knew? Indeed I had. I ended up running into a friend I don't have many opportunities to spend time with. The time we spent together simply flew by. I owe my deepest thanks to Her Majesty for giving me the opportunity. I'm happy to hear. Julia, I realize this may feel a little out of nowhere, but I want to thank you for always supporting me. Goodness, this is out of nowhere. But it's something I should have done ages ago. I can't believe it's taken me this long to state the obvious. Everything my parents would otherwise have taught me, you ended up doing in their place. How to fight, how to act, how to think. It's like I'm only now starting to realize just how much of what makes me myself are things I learned from you. I feel like I've grown up always seeing you as a role model. I remember grandmother laughing at me at one point about how similar I am to you two. Even in the little things, like how I walk and move, she says I'm just like you. Julia, is something the matter? No. All this time, I really have been right by her side. I spent all that time worrying because I couldn't see her by mine. But as far as she was concerned, I've always was there. I truly am beyond help. Chloe, may I say something? I don't believe I'll be able to wait upon you as I always have any longer. But even now, I wish to do all I can to protect and support you. I wish to continue being your retainer, your friend, and your sister as well. So please, try not to overexert yourself during my absence. And even if I'm not able to be... okay, we skipped that line. No. Yeah. Of course I will. Although I can't promise that I won't find myself unintentionally taking advantage of your kindness when I do. I'm always happy to have you depend on. Okay. And I'll always be glad that you feel that way.
Yeah, Zeke's just chilling there. It's not moving. Not moving at all. Just chilling. So you're gonna feed the bird? That afternoon they were able to enjoy a few relaxing cup of tea together. Despite her initial resistance, Julia's day off proved to be much more enjoyable than she had expected. And it seemed inevitable that the fragrance of the tea that she drank that day would remain in her memories forever. Yeah, things aren't always what it seems, huh? Side story. Julia day off. Cool, interesting stuff. Oh, Septian Vein as well. Nice.